Hey y'all, so my name is Kia. Um, I started this account for my mom, so that's the lady that you see in the picture on the account. Her name is Carol Jenifer, and she's my biological aunt, but she adopted me once my parents passed. So the AC stands for Aunt Carol. But I wanted to make this account because I wanted to get the word out about what's going on in Wayne County's probate court, Wayne County, Michigan, probate court. And if you see this, please tag, comment, subscribe, share, whatever, so that we can get the word out and hopefully get some help in helping us get this matter resolved. It's a long story. The gist of the story is that we went to court for my mom to go ahead and get conservatorship and guardianship. And we had to do this because her so-called friends were essentially stealing from her, and so we had to get them out of her paperwork. And they were actually in the process of selling her home that's actually in the historical Indian village. So if you're from Detroit, you know where it is, you know what it is, okay? So we go to court, and she was fighting for, she basically did not want myself or my sister to be the conservator, the guardian. She didn't want anybody over anything. And the reason why is because her so-called friends that she was staying with for a time, they were actually telling her that people in the family was stealing from her and just all type of stuff. And if you didn't think brainwashing was real, it's 100% real, okay? So the judge, even though he had a letter in hand saying that she's not able to make decisions regarding her health or her money or anything, he directly asked her if she wanted us to be over anything, and she was no, 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 no. So he rolled with that decision and assigned a court-appointed conservator. And I'm not going to say any names right now, but yeah, eventually it's going to come out, okay? But he signed this conservator, and, I had a conversation with her after about maybe a month or two after she had been assigned to explain to her exactly what was going on, because it seemed like it was a lot of confusion because it was a lot of people involved in the situation, okay? So I expressed to this conservator that, our main thing was that my mom had several properties. We did not want to sell any of the properties. We wanted those to remain in the family. And my mom's plan was always to keep the properties and keep her, she's an art collector, so she wanted to keep her collection for myself and my sister to split evenly between the both of us, okay? So I expressed this to the conservator, and, she was on board, and yeah. Since then, the court actually came back and sold her home. They sold $1 million home for about $500,000, a little less than $600,000 total. And they were supposed to put the money into an estate, and apparently they put it in the court. I'm not sure, what that process is or how that works, but that's what happened. As of right now, it's been over a year since this case has been in the probate courts, and we have not seen any financial records as far as what the conservator is spending, what's left in the account. We don't know anything about anything. And we're still waiting for any kind of court paperwork to be filed for some type of transparency. And as of today, they just keep filing extensions to not have to submit the paperwork for the finances, okay? So that's clearly red flag, red flag, red flag. It's some other issues going on as far as a conflict with who was chosen as a conservator, but we'll get to that because that's also a long story. We did have an attorney, my sister and I, to represent us in the court, and I really think that he thought it was going to be an easy, simple, straightforward case. And I think as it got more complicated, he just kind of fired himself, and we were left hanging. So if you see this, please, if you know an attorney, if you know somebody who is legit in Detroit, Michigan, or who can go to Michigan's probate court, please, please, please forward this to them. Send this to them. If you have any suggestions, if you know anything that will help, it would be greatly appreciated. And just, comment, like, subscribe. And what I'll do is I'll start explaining the story. It's a lot. I talk a lot. So I'll try to go back to the beginning and explain exactly what happened. But when I tell you it's like a Lifetime movie, it's unreal. So if you want to hear more, please just, I don't know, hit more in the comments or what have you, and let me know. And if you have a similar experience dealing with Wayne County's probate court, because I've seen a couple of accounts on here who have, hit me up. Please inbox me. Please, if it's more of us, if it's something that we can do, we will get further working together. So I'm out, but I'll work on the next couple videos explaining exactly what's going on. So y'all take care.